Hello, this is Dr. Janice SETO, and I'm the instructor for this course on media arts. It's a grade 12 course delivered at the Canadian Pre-University program in beautiful, hot, humid, and sunny Subang Jaya. And, the sky's clear. Traffic looks like it's fine on the federal highway, so let's go and let's see what we can learn about camera angles today. Let's pick up where we were off last time. Last time we were looking at camera shoots. Camera shots. And remember that the point of camera shots is to make sure that you highlight the message. And in story, you want to know where the characters are, why they are in a certain area, and what's going on. So themes and genre. And remember we had the extreme long shot, middle shot, close-up, and extreme close-up. I'm going to start off by showing you a clip which actually encompasses several of these. So let me get that clip ready. And so here in this refresher, I'm going to take this clip from the Alfred Hitchcock movie Vertigo. And so this is the establishing long shot. And here's the protagonist, James Stewart, playing Scotty, who enters this museum in San Francisco. And the museum is called the Palace of the Legion of Honor in San Francisco. And the building, it's a real building. So I think they spent 2 or 3 months filming in San Francisco. So, so what you saw there was you saw the establishing shot, and then now we have then you saw a long shot where James Stewart was standing, and you could even say that one with Kim Novak sitting down, that's a long shot. So now this is a close-up, and so we're looking, and though this is an extreme close-up, because you're looking at this bouquet. So notice that the bouquet and then here close up, now an extreme close up, because we're looking at one part of her. And what we're trying to, Hitchcock's very, not subtly telling that, doesn't that look a lot like this? And so she's sitting there holding a bouquet that looks very much like the bouquet in the painting, and her hair, that swirl, is very much like that. So you could see that's something that had to be emphasized, or they had to show it to you that there's a point to be made about how closely those things are aligned. Now, of course, you could see though that's a long shot. You could full body, and then here, because it's almost the waist up, this is what they call the mid shot. So this film, again, it's Vertigo. Alfred Hitchcock, it's his masterpiece. It was named, probably the best movie by lots of screen critics. And it's I hope you get a chance to watch this film. It's a very, very intriguing film. Well, let me stop the clip, and then I'm going to go back to our PowerPoint. There we are. So what we're doing now is we're moving from camera, the shots to the angle. And so I'm just going to show you a few clips where you can see these different angles. So I'm going to show you overhead high, eye level, low angle, Dutch angle, and then oblique canted angle. And they have different effects. So the first one, the bird's eye. This is not from a movie, but it is a bird's eye angle looking down on a scene. And as you can see, long shot and established setting. This is Toronto. I studied at the University of Toronto, had a great time. It's so many courses you could take, from Egyptology to language courses to, there was everything there. It's probably one of the best universities in the world, and it's, some people may disagree, but I'm not saying that they're wrong, but they're just, the people who disagree are not that important to me. This is the University of Toronto. It's actually over there, and the CN Tower, and and this is Lake Ontario. I hope one of these days to welcome you to Ontario. All right, okay, let me just go back. So anyways, overhead, that's a bird's eye angle, and let me just show you another one. And so this one is high angle. So when the high angle, it's the camera's up high and it's filming down. Okay, so it refers to the placement of the camera. So high angle, looking down, low angle, looking up. And as you can see, this is supposed to take a person down in size. And here is From Citizen Kane, it's Orson Welles, and he plays Charles Foster Kane. Again, this is another one of those great movies. Oh, I'm not sure what's happening here. I don't know what's going on with the Internet Explorer. It stopped. Well, I'm just going to exit. That's not important to me right now. The fact that it's restarting doesn't mean anything to me either. So anyways, let me just get this thing to go, and then so get out of this, because we want to go from high angle to the other one. Okay, well, maybe it just solved it on its own. All right, see if I can advance this to get eye level angle. And so you've got people looking at each other. So basically, they're on the same level, so same focus. Remember I showed you that other clip from The Godfather Part 2? And as you could see from Godfather Part 2, that someone was standing up, someone's, oh no, this is probably not the best, but that was the only shot I could get from the Titanic. So Rose, I think, played by Kate Winslet, is talking to somebody else, and it's probably Leonardo DiCaprio. Now let's take a look at the next one, which is the low angle. So the camera's low and it's shooting up. So here again, it's Vertigo, and James Stewart, the protagonist, although he's in the foreground, he looks important and is larger. Because it's shooting up, he is actually in a position of subservience to her. She dominates the scene. Now, the other thing that I like about this is that if you've got an actor who's not too tall, let's say Tom Cruise, they shoot up just to make him look, taller. Okay, so this is from Vertigo, and I'm going to see if, okay, I'm going to pause it right here because I want to show you a clip in which all these different angles are incorporated. So let me just pause. Okay, so this is a scene from Vertigo, the movie, and as you can see, the camera is low and it's shooting high, and there's Kim Novak as Madeline. And so she's talking to James Stewart. Now it's a high angle looking down on him. He's a pretty tall guy, but the way it's shot, he looks really, really small. So his character is supposed to be, I wouldn't say small, but certainly not dominating the scene. She's dominating the scene. Now then you see he's going into his apartment, and so we go from high angle, low angle, to now eye level. So there are three of the shots that angle shots that we're talking about. And so yes, I hope you get to see Vertigo in its entirety. As I say, make sure you've got plenty of popcorn. All right, so let me just go back to the PowerPoint. Now there's some more intriguing shots. I've only got two of them. So the oblique angle is it's like you're filming without a tripod. And so here's an example from the movie The Third Man, where you've got Joseph Compton in the foreground, and although they're looking straight at each other, you could tell that it's sort of slanted. So this is a very subtle way that Carol Reed used to position his camera just to get you, the audience member, a little bit unsettled. You're not aware of it when you actually watch the movie, but so it's sort of subtle, it's almost subconscious that things are not always what they seem. Now I'm going to show you another shot, and it's called the Dutch shot. Dutch angle. So let me see if I could cue it up. All right, so this is from another Alfred Hitchcock movie. It's called Notorious. That's Ingrid Bergman, and Cary Grant also stars in it. Now, Ingrid Bergman, as you can see, she's lying there. She's just waking up. She's in the movie. Her father has been found guilty of treason against the United States, and so she invited some friends over the night after the verdict, and I guess they're just celebrating a party. I don't know what it is. Maybe he's drunk, She's trying to drown her sorrows. So she wakes up, and she's got a hangover. So what happens when people wake up with hangovers? And so watch how Alfred Hitchcock has manipulated the camera angles to show you what she sees. Somebody who is drunk waking up, and then you could see Cary Grant coming into the scene. Let me see if I can get this to go. It takes maybe about 10 seconds. But so anyways, Ingrid Bergman wakes up, hangover, and here comes Cary Grant. So very, very clever way of handling the camera on the part of Alfred Hitchcock. It's the Dutch angle, right? To show intoxication and madness. But so now let's see if we can, I've got a few minutes left. I only got 4 minutes left. So let's run a little bit more. We'll talk about camera shot composition. So the establishing shot, and we've gone over that, so where are you in setting? Crane shot is where basically the camera is way up here, and I'll see if I can find you a clip from that. And then there's cutaway, reverse shot, so basically usually when people are talking, it's a dialogue like you saw between Kim Novak and James Stewart in Vertigo. And then there's the tracking shot in Dolly, and I believe I showed you a couple of films where you have running taking place, and then the pan shot, and then zoom in, zoom out. Let me see if I can find something that's good. Hold on a second, I think I can. This is one of the most famous crane shots in history of motion pictures. So you can see the camera is panned over, and the camera is way up on a crane. Now the camera is going to slowly move down the crane, bringing the camera down. And so it's panned over, and you're getting closer to closer. That's Ingrid Bergman, Cloud Rains. And it's going to zoom into a close-up. In fact, into an extreme close-up to the key in Ingrid Bergman's hand. So that was a nice one. That was from Notorious, again with Cary Grant and Ingrid Bergman. Now we're going to look at the zoom out, zoom in, and the dolly zoom, which is another innovation attributed to Alfred Hitchcock in the movie Vertigo. And so let me get that one queued up. And here we are. Okay, James Stewart is chasing Kim Novak, who's playing Madeline. Madeline's doing something foolish, so he's like, I gotta stop this. So he's chasing after her. Now the problem with his character, Scott Ferguson, is he gets vertigo. So he hates heights. So he's chasing up this bell tower. And so when he looks down, it's pretty discombobulating. And so he's chasing her up. He's trying to get her, stop, 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 stop. And then, here it is, he's looking down. And then that's it. That is what they call the very famous Alfred Hitchcock dolly zoom. Now the dolly zoom, what it is you're zooming in to focus on somebody, but then you're pulling the camera back. And so that is what a dolly zoom is all about. So I think that I'm out of time here, but in our next video, I hope to cover dissolve shots. So actually, I've got a few seconds here. This is from the movie A Place in the Sun, and the dissolve, that's Montgomery Clift, the actor. Very great actor who, well, you could read about him, but this movie, The Place in the Sun, and so he's looking back, and so it's dissolving from one image to another. And it's Elizabeth Taylor that, he's kissing. And there's, let's see if I can find another one. What we have is a famous dissolve, and I'm just pausing it. So the beginning you see, it's Al Pacino playing Michael Corleone. It's the last scene of Godfather Part 2. So he's sitting there, it's 1950s, and he's reflecting back to, I think, 1941. And so you can see that dissolving in is James Caan, who plays the oldest brother, Sonny, and he's bringing people. So see, it's slowly dissolving from that into what happened starting 1941, and all the characters are coming back. So anyways, that's the end of this video, and we'll look forward to seeing you again. Take care, and see you at the movies.